Awesome. Well, it looks like it was signed here. Let me sign on my end, and then I'll have someone from my team, hopefully my transaction coordinator, reach out to you tomorrow, and they will, go over the first steps of this process with you, and we'll get this thing to title and get it rolling.
Okay.
Awesome. Sounds good. I appreciate your time greatly, and we'll be in touch shortly.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Parker, did you just close 70 bands live?
70 bands live, buddy.
$70,000. My client / assistant coach just made $70,000 live, and you're about to witness it. In this call, he goes over negotiation, how to properly do a discovery with your seller, and how to go from A to Z with a remote sales process. Look, if you're closing these small baby deals like $5,000, $10,000, those are baby deals. All right, maybe you're not even closing deals at all. This video is going to show you exactly how to get on the phone and dominate a seller on a sales call. And guess what? Guess how much the lead costs? Guess it. 2 Chipotle burritos. It costs $29. That's how we do it over here in digital real estate. If you want access to this group call over there, and you want to be on these live Monday, Thursday calls, asking questions, locking up huge deals with us live, dispoing deals with us live, taking the strategy that took me 4 years to create and stealing it because I give it to you. Hit the first link in the description down below to apply for one-on-one private coaching, but it's only for serious people. If you're not serious, if you're not trying to close $70,000 in a single month, don't join. If you just want to learn how to do wholesale real estate, go watch Jerry Norton or Zach or Flip with Rick or whatever. With that being said, I got so much energy. Let's get straight into the live call.
Hey, how's it going, Vincent? My name's Parker. I was just giving you a call about your property there on Golden Given Road. You chatted with my partner, Ann, about it earlier this week, wanting an offer for it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Did I catch you at a good time?
Yeah, you sure did.
Perfect. Well, like I said, my name's Parker. I'm over at acquisitions here. So I was hoping to just connect with you, get to learn a little bit about your situation and the property, and see if I could get you, a cash offer that's a win-win for both of us.
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome. Well, why don't you tell me what you got going on in the first place? Like, why are you even considering selling this one?
Well, just relocating,
Yeah, gotcha. Where are you relocating to?
California.
Oh, awesome. We're out in California. That's where I grew up.
Oh, really? San Diego?
Oh, yeah, that's really nice. I grew up a little bit north of you in like the Riverside area, but my family lives in San Clemente, so right up the 5.
Oh, yeah. I'll be relocating close to Grossmont. That's like La Mesa area.
Yep, I know exactly where that's at. Beautiful, beautiful area. Well, you're home there in Tacoma, or have you already made your way to California, or are you still living there?
Kind of, and kind of not, if that makes sense. I just want to make sure I finalize everything.
I gotcha.
Before, I head up.
What else do you got? What else do you got to finalize before, obviously, you're home?
Well, I'm speaking to you about prices right now, so
that's what I'm talking about. Speaking about prices, before we get into it, so I'm over at acquisitions. I have a team of underwriters. They generate and approve all the offers I present to you. So it allows me to be on your side of things, just chat with you, get to learn your situation, and then I'll try my best to get them to approve us for as much money as possible to present to you. But before we get started, how in a perfect world, if I could, we don't have to talk. You're like, I get this number. I'm happy to put this under agreement today. What would that number be?
I forgot what my wife had said earlier, but I think it was 450.
450,000.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Sounds good. And that 450, if you mind me asking, how'd you guys come up with that number? Just so I can inform my team. Is there recently sold homes in the area that you've seen for that, or why that number?
I just based it off of the homes that were in the nearby area.
Gotcha.
Not much of a person that knows much about these things.
For sure.
But giving it hope.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. Well, my job, like I said, is to chat with you, get to learn your situation and see what I can do for you. I have a good understanding of what you got going on. Why don't you walk me through the property on the outside? What's the condition like? From what I see, it's not terrible.
No, not at all. We've had a couple pets and whatnot, but I mean, I do a pretty good job at cleaning up after them, but I don't think it's their fault, if anything. I mean, what do you want to know?
Yeah, on the outside, is there I see the siding on the home and the roof looks like it's in relatively good shape. Is there any damage on the siding or any exterior components of the home that we should be aware of?
No,
Gotcha.
I do. Again, I'm not a person of mathematics, but I am a person of carpentry. So
For sure.
I keep the house well in touch.
Cool. So outside's in pristine condition. Inside, I see the home. It's in good shape. Obviously, looking like from the outside, it was built in 1961. What on the inside is still original to the build, or has it basically been completely updated?
Are you saying if it's changed since then?
Yeah, exactly. Like has the flooring been updated? The kitchen, any bathroom vanities?
Some parts of the house, yeah. Unfortunately, but mostly flooring.
Gotcha.
Because we're always walking.
Yeah, no, definitely. And the kitchen, the kitchen, the living spaces, bedrooms, bathrooms, would you say it's leaning more towards, like a modern view, or is it a little bit on the older side where, a little facelift wouldn't hurt?
It's pretty accurate, and some changes
Gotcha.
have been made so far.
Gotcha. If there was anything, say you came home and you told your wife that you found $200,000 to put towards the house on the ground, and she could do whatever she wanted to it, what renovations do you think she would make to the property?
I'd say like the windowsills and I mean, every woman's different, but I'm sure woman has a different taste than men. So the windowsills, ceilings,
Just super basic cosmetic stuff.
Yeah.
Probably like do you think she would upgrade, like do you think she would redo the kitchen, redo the flooring, the walls, all that stuff?
Man, that's it. She knows what she's doing.
Well, no, I'm say she had a professional team come out and they could, do whatever she wanted. The reason I ask this is because when we come into a property, there's two things we're going to do with it. We're either going to fix and flip it, or we're going to fix it and put renters in it and hold it for our rental properties. With the way the market goes nowadays, in order to even get approved, if we do flip this property, approved for a new buyer, the property has to have certain qualifications. That's a benefit of working with cash buyers like ourselves, is we can buy it as is, cover all closing costs as well. Super seamless process. But on the inside, it sounds like it's in great condition. You would just say it maybe could use a little bit of cash to just make it look better, but everything's functioning fine. The main components, AC, hot water heater, all that's fine as well.
Yes. Oh, most definitely.
Cool. And then what that's pretty much all I need to know about the condition of the property. I know you said, you're kind of going back and forth between California, Washington. What is your timeline looking like if you do find an offer on this property that you want to move forward with?
I'd say like a week to a month.
Perfect. You want to move fast?
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. That's how we do it here. So, like I told you in the beginning, I gave you a little bit, breakdown of who I am. But let me tell you a little bit more about our company. So, we're real estate investors. We buy all over the country. We buy for one or two reasons, like I said, either to buy and hold or to fix and flip. We pay cash for all of our properties. So there's no, appraisals that are contingent on the cash. Once we get the number approved, the funds are transferred to a virtual withdrawal account, and they're ready to be pulled out when we close on the property. We cover all the closing costs. There's no commissions, nothing like that. You can leave whatever you want in the property, and I won't give you any crap about it. So there's not really many, negative side effect or negative problems of working with us. It's just a matter of coming to a right number. So I'm going to try my best to get you that 450,000. Is that number, you think that's the absolute best you can do? Or do you think if they come back at 400,000, you want me to kick rocks, or you at least want me to come back on the phone and chat with
I don't mind you coming and chatting with me,
Cool.
I'm not a wealthy man, so,
I hear you.
I appreciate, you guys meeting us halfway, if anything, but,
Yep. No, I got you. Well,
I'm surprised with how low I can go with it,
Yep. No, I got you. Well, another benefit of working with us is my team's actually able to get the numbers approved basically within 1 or 2 minutes after I press submit on all the information that you've already been giving me. So if you don't mind, actually just put you on a brief hold, maximum 2 minutes. I can chat with my team, get an offer together, come back and see if we can work a deal out.
Yeah, and if I feel like I don't like that offer, trust me, I'll probably even go lower, believe me or not.
I got you. Sounds good. Well, I'm going to chat with my team, stay on hold, and I'll be right back, and I'm going to get you a number that you're going to be happy with.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
Bye-bye. He's on mute. This guy's fucking hot, bro. He said if your number's low, I'm going to be okay with a number that's lower than that.
What's the Addy?
Shit, my bad, dude.
I'm trying to help you with comps.
So one thing I really like that I did on that call, there's a lot of things I could have done better. But did you guys realize how at the end, before I went back to my underwriters, I said, if they come back lower, should I just fucking kick rocks, or do I have your time? Right there, I came $50,000 down lower than what he thought, and he's like, no, come talk to me. So now I know my number can now start 50 grand lower than what he originally told me, which is a massive win. When you're on PropStream, do you filter the data set to MLS or public record?
I go MLS. Public record is always inaccurate.
Really?
Yeah.
Did not know that. Good to know.
I never liked it. Residential. So we got 580. Let me see what the property looks like first.
He has an open mortgage on it for $205,228. He's owned it for 10 years. Rehab, do you think it would be? I would think, because 1,500 to 2,000, I would do like, I would do like 20 to 30.
I put 10 to 15 just based on what he was saying. But I mean, you can put 2,000 as well.
Yeah, sorry.
No apologies at all. Well, congratulations. I got great news for you. We were able to get you approved for an offer on your property. Let me explain exactly what we got you approved for. So we got approved to buy your property, and as is condition, they approved closing to be no later than 30 business days. There's no commissions taken out. We're covering all the closing costs. We just put the funds in a virtual withdrawal account. So the funds have been set aside on hold specifically for this transaction. And the approved offer for your property in its current condition came out to $282,000 cash.
Hey, it's like I said.
What was that? I'm sorry, you cut out.
Oh, I said amazing.
Amazing.
I love it.
Awesome. Well, could I get a good email for you, and we will get this drafted up? I could get it over to you. My underwriters don't go home for 23 minutes, so I can get this written up and over to you, and we can get this thing started tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Are you ready? Do you have
all I need, just give me what is your email? I'm ready.
Romeo A as an alpha at yahoo.com.
Cool. So I got AELISARA at yahoo.com.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to get that drafted up right now, and then I will be giving you a call back here within the next 5 to 15 minutes, and I'll send it over to you via DocuSign. It's company policy. I read over the whole purchase agreement with you, so there's full transparency and everything. I'll read that over to you, and then we can get this dotted up and get this thing to title and get things rolling.
Nice.
Awesome. Sounds good, Vincent. Well, I appreciated talking to you again. My name's Parker. It's been a pleasure chatting with you. I'm super happy we were able to get this done for you. And I'll be looking forward to chatting with you here in the next 10 minutes or so.
Oh, the pleasure's been all mine. Thank you.
Have a good day. Thank you. Good evening. Sorry.
Like, Park.
Parker the closer.
That was crazy.
Parker the closer, bro. How much do you need to sell this at?
350.
So if you get this at 280, how much is that?
70 bands, buddy.
God damn it!
Your in your email now. Let me know if you see it.
So it's saying I need to download a DocuSign app?
You should no. You don't need to download an app. You should just be able to go to their continue on the web browser.
Review documents.
Correct. And then let me know once you have that open. And it's company policy that I read over the whole purchase contract with you, so there's full transparency in our process. Okay. Let me know once you actually see the purchase agreement up.
I see the document.
Okay, awesome. I'll review it from the top and go down with you. So as you see from the top, it has our company name, Marquis Escapes, purchase contract for real estate. First paragraph is just stating that the contract date is executed the date I provided this to you guys, February 6th, by and between your husband and us, Marquis Escapes LLC, for the property located below at 13405 Golden Given Road in Tacoma, Washington. Next section underneath that just states that we are buying the property in as is condition, meaning, you literally can leave everything behind. Whatever you leave behind, we will take happily. We're going to be purchasing the property for $282,000 cash. We'll be paying just a small $100 to open up the title with the title company, and then we'll be delivering the rest of the funds to the title company of $281,900 at the close of escrow. All closing costs, title fees, and anything else are going to be paid in full by us. So you guys are going to be netting that $282,000 minus any liens or any owed mortgages on the property. But I don't believe there is any, like your husband said. And then the next section underneath that just says that all taxes owed on the property for the prior year and the year of close must be paid by you guys. Anything after this, we will be paying, obviously. This says that we will be closing no later than 30 business days, which is what we agreed upon. The money will be held by the title company or attorney. Title company is to be determined as of now. We have 5 companies in the area we work with. And what we do is we reach out to them and just explain to them exact property we're closing on. And some properties some closing offices have tighter connections with the county than others. So we'll just see which one we can get to close the fastest. And then once we have that, we'll let you know, and they'll reach out to you and get everything you need. And then underneath that is our inspection period. This will just allow my contractors to get in there and make sure there's nothing, behind the walls that we can't see or you guys wouldn't be able to see, to make sure that, we're buying what we agreed upon to buy. Next thing under that is just saying that we'll have continued access to the property. I'm not going to be walking your property every day, knocking on the door, but I obviously will need, to do a couple walkthroughs with some partners and inspectors. So if you can just, allow me to get in when needed, that would be really appreciated. Underneath that is just occupancy of premise. This just states that the property at closing will be vacant. And then underneath that is our title documents. That just says that we will both be provided all the, copies of the Alta and all other title reports and title documents issued at closing. Underneath that, it just states that for a delay and an extension in your favor, if we cannot obtain clear title for some crazy reason, we are not able to back out of the contract for that reason. We grant you guys 60 more calendar days in order to work with the title office. We work with you too to obtain clear title, but there's just another 60-day extension on there if that ever is the case. And then if we're not able to obtain clear title, which again, we highly doubt is going to happen because we see that your husband is the owner, the earnest money is refundable, but again, that's not going to be happening. Next thing under that is all just basic risk, just saying that your husband has the full right, power, and authority to sell the property, that it will maintain in the same condition it is as of this phone call. So please don't go around with a baseball bat and put holes all over the walls and damage the property. And then underneath that, it just states that anything personal property wise left at the property on or after close of escrow will be conveyed to us, the buyers. Underneath that, it states that we are not real estate agents in this transaction. Next 2 paragraphs underneath that, default by seller, default by buyer. This just says that either of us may pursue against each other if any terms or provisions of this contract are broken. Next section underneath that is our pre-marketing agreement. This is just a pre-marketing agreement that just allows us to network the property to our local network to try to find an end buyer or renter for after we do our repairs. So it allows us to, market the property as our own for our potential renter or flipper. So that way we can tailor, the designs we're going to be doing on the inside to their needs. It dramatically reduces our holding cost. We do it on every property. It really helps us out. Doesn't change anything for you, but it just makes things, a lot more cost efficient on our side down the road, especially in expensive markets like Tacoma. And then the next section underneath that is just the memorandum of contract. And what a memorandum of contract is basically a contract that we can submit with the county that states that if anyone else tries to come and purchase this property, they cannot because we are already in the process. So it's something the title office will file as we start the process, just to show that someone is in the process of purchasing this. So that way no one can illegally come in, forge a purchase agreement and try to steal this property during this process.
Okay.
And then underneath that is just saying that each party acknowledges that this contract sets forth in full the entire contract between the parties, and any additional terms and conditions will be listed here, which there aren't any. So yep, that's the whole thing. But I appreciate you listening over. Do you have any questions for me?
I just pressed submit.
Awesome. You just press sign.
Finished, yeah.
Awesome. Sounds good. Well, let me see on my end if that got signed, and then we could just sign right here if it is. Give me 2 seconds. Awesome. Well, it looks like it was signed here. Let me sign on my end, and then I'll have someone from my team, hopefully my transaction coordinator, reach out to you tomorrow, and they will, go over the first steps of this process with you, and we'll get this thing to title and get it rolling.
Okay.
Awesome. Sounds good. I appreciate your time greatly, and we'll be in touch shortly.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Parker, did you just close 70 bands live?
70 bands live, buddy.
Whoa, bro. Congrats. I'm happy for you, bro. Congrats.
That's crazy. Dude, if that shit actually closes, that's
Don't say
70
if that closes, when that closes.
When that shit closes.
When it closes, I'm
bands.
going to fly out to Utah to ski with you.
Yeah, no, dude, we're gonna go. Holy fuck, that was sick, dude.